evening, viewers. You're watching the latest edition of 6 Stories at 6 and I am Rakshita Mishra with you. We'll start with the big story that we're tracking for you. Republic TV is the only channel who has questioned Air India over the subsidy it has sought. 4,000 crore rupees subsidy it has sought over the Pahalgam fallout, viewers. Is Air India trying to monetize a national security issue? We'll tell you all about that. Story number 2 is exercise Trishul that has now started. In fact, before that, we'll tell you the latest on the Mumbai hostage crisis, the 30-minute long hostage and the latest updates on that. And story number 3 will be, of course, the Trishul exercise that has kick-started near the western border, along the western border, and the inside details on Republic TV only. Viewers, the next story will be on how even Taliban is readying itself for war. The first time Kandahar is witnessing war games. There are drills that are taking place in Afghanistan, viewers. Also, in battleground Bihar is face-off over Chhat. The insult of Chhat, insult of Prime Minister Modi as well as he takes on the RJD and the Congress today. Also, finally, we'll tell you what happened in South Korea as Xi Jinping and Donald Trump met. Well, China is relieved with a tariff cut, and there's much more in the story. But let's start with the Air India controversy, viewers. It's making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Once again, airline is seeking a staggering 4,000 crore rupee subsidy from the government, citing losses due to Pakistan's airspace closure following the Pahalgam terror attack and Operation Sindoor. And after this bizarre demand, the Civil Aviation Ministry summoned the Air India CEO Campbell Wilson, saying that he has reportedly demanded an alternative route to China and has said that this will bridge the 10 crore loss per week. And before that meeting, Republic TV confronted him. He dodged the question by a mere good morning. He had nothing to say. The question now is, viewers, why the airline wants to monetize a national security issue. Here's a report.
India's major airline Air India has done the unthinkable. It is turning India-Pakistan border flashpoint into a business pitch. Demanding a rupees 4,000 crore subsidy, Air India wants to cash on national security issue. While our forces avenged the Pahalgam terror attack, Air India wants compensation for empty seats in the name of Pahalgam subsidy. Pakistan airspace closure after Operation Sindoor brought Air India to its knees. And now the airline wants to monetize national security issue. The troubled airline is now knocking on the government's door, seeking a staggering rupees 4,000 crore subsidy to stay afloat. And Air India has blamed the airspace restriction for the alleged financial losses. After the bizarre request, Ministry of Civil Aviation summoned Air India CEO Campbell Wilson. And just as he arrived for the all-important meeting, Republic confronted the Air India CEO. And when asked about his insensitive subsidy demand, the reply was a plain and cold good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Wilson, Air India is seeking temporary subsidy from government over...
Good morning, Harsha. How are you?
Disclosure.
How are you, Harsha, today? Nice to see you again.
Yes, but you have to respond to the questions. Why Air India is seeking
I'm wishing you good morning.
subsidy?
Good morning. It's nice to see you.
But 4,000 crore temporary subsidy.
Good morning.
Not good morning, but we are asking the questions here. Why Air India is seeking temporary subsidy after the Pakistan airspace closure? Mr. Wilson, you can't dodge the question. Mr. Wilson, you have to respond on the 4,000 crore subsidy demand which Air India has paid. Mr. Wilson, have you kept national interest above or not?
In the meeting with the Ministry of Civil Aviation, Air India demanded an alternative route through China to mitigate losses. Air India claims that flying over China would bridge a loss of rupees 10 crore per week and has requested formal diplomatic clearance from China. Air India also argued that longer routes due to the airspace closure are leading to passenger dissatisfaction, hence passengers are opting for other airlines flying over Pakistan. Air India is facing significant challenges including financial struggles and safety concerns. The airline claims it has been dealing with alleged losses in the aftermath of the Pahalgam terror attack and scrutiny over safety measures post the Ahmedabad plane crash. No other Indian airline has approached the government yet, seeking subsidy on grounds of Pakistan's airspace closure. All eyes are now on whether the government will greenlight Air India's request for a subsidy to offset losses.
Now, a dramatic hostage situation unfolded in Mumbai's Powai today, just a while back, where a man named Rohit Arya held around 20 children hostage, demanding to speak to certain individuals, threatening to harm the children and himself. The Mumbai police acted swiftly, rescuing all the children and arresting the accused, who later died in the hospital after a scuffle and gunshots. Now, the incident has sent in shockwaves throughout the city. What really unfolded, what really transpired in those 30 minutes, and how did the police rescue the children? Here's a report on that.
A tense situation unfolded at RA Studios in Mumbai this afternoon after reports emerged of children hostage crisis inside the premises.
बिल्डिंग में यहाँ पर अंदर जो अंदर स्टूडियो था और यहाँ पे आर स्टूडियो है, आर स्टूडियो के ऊपर यहाँ पर जो बच्चों को बुलाया गया था और बच्चों को यहाँ पे बुलाकर बंधक बनाया गया था। लगभग 2 से 2.5 घंटे तक यहाँ पे मुंबई पुलिस ने ऑपरेशन किया।
In a 30-minute crisis, a man named Rohit Arya held 17 children hostage. In a video circulated by the suspect, he demanded to speak to certain individuals and warned that if his demands were not met, he would set fire to the premises and harm himself and the children.
मैं रोहित आर्या, सुसाइड करने की जगह मैंने एक प्लान बनाया और कुछ बच्चों को इधर हॉस्टेज रखा है। मेरे कुछ ज़्यादा डिमांड्स नहीं है, बहुत सिंपल डिमांड्स है, बहुत मॉरल डिमांड्स है, बहुत एथिकल डिमांड्स है। और मेरे कुछ सवाल है, मुझे कुछ लोगों से बात करनी है, उनको सवाल पूछने हैं, उनके जवाब पर अगर मुझे काउंटर क्वेश्चन है तो मुझे काउंटर क्वेश्चन पूछना है, लेकिन मुझे ये जवाब चाहिए। मुझे दूसरा कुछ नहीं चाहिए। ना मैं टेररिस्ट हूँ, ना मेरी बहुत बड़ी पैसों की डिमांड है, कुछ भी पैसों की डिमांड तो है ही नहीं, इमोरल तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं है। सिंपल कॉन्वर्सेशंस करने हैं और जिसके लिए मैं इन बच्चों को हॉस्टेज लिया है। ये मैंने एक प्लान के तहत ही हॉस्टेज लिया है। लेट्स चेंज 4 मैं सच में करने वाला हूँ। अगर ज़िंदा रहा तो मैं करूँगा, अगर मैं मर गया तो कोई और करेगा, लेकिन होगा ज़रूर। इन्हीं बच्चों के साथ होगा अगर इनको हार्म नहीं होता है तो, बिकॉज द स्लाइटेस्ट रॉन्ग मूव फ्रॉम योर एंड विल ट्रिगर मी।
Soon after, Mumbai police rushed to the spot. All the children were safely rescued and accused Rohit Arya was taken into custody.
टीम यहाँ पे जो बंधक बनाया गया था उसको बचा के लेके जा रही है। तस्वीरें देख रहे हैं किस तरह से मुंबई पुलिस की टीम जो अंदर बंधक बनाए थे, जो बंधक बनाए गए थे उनको बाहर लेके गई है। तस्वीरें जो देखा कि किस तरह से हाथ में खून था लगा हुआ था और चोट के निशान थे।
Crucial details emerged soon after. The accused was shot and reportedly died during the treatment in Mumbai hospital. For the past 5 days, the accused had reportedly been conducting auditions at the location. On Thursday morning, when nearly 100 children arrived for auditions, the accused allowed 80 children to leave and kept 20 others confined inside. The Mumbai police, having received the first call at 1:45 p.m., barged into the premises, opened fire and disarmed the kidnapper. During the search operation, some chemicals and an air gun was recovered from the spot. This video shows the confined children sending out distress signals. While security remains high, eyewitnesses recall what happened.
ऑडिशन के नाम पे ये सब चल रहा था। पिक्चर में, वेब सीरीज में काम देंगे करके पूरे मुंबई शहर से लोगों को बुलाया गया था। 6 दिन से ये चल रहा है। एक्चुअली 3 दिन का ऑडिशन था, लेकिन इसने फिर ये बढ़ाया, ये बंदे ने, ये जो रोहित आर्या करके जो बंदा था, इसने 3 दिन बढ़ाया। इसके बाद में इसका आगे का शूटिंग का भी प्लान था, लेकिन आज जब लंच के टाइम जब बच्चे बाहर नहीं आए तो अंदर से किसी ने शायद फ़ोन किया होगा कि बच्चे किडनैप हो गए करके। जब यहाँ पर पुलिस आई तब मालूम पड़ा कि पेरेंट्स लोगों को कि अंदर बच्चे किडनैप हो गए।
A yellow bus arrived at the premises soon after to take away the children.
It was a half-an-hour-long ordeal, and the accused, Rohit Arya, the kidnapper, has succumbed to injuries in the hospital after the scuffle. And the latest update is that the case has been handed over to the crime branch. Now, shifting focus to the other big story that we're tracking for you. India kicked off its largest tri-service military exercise, Exercise Trishul, along the western border. The exercise features cutting-edge technology, advanced military systems, and close coordination between the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. Inside details suggest that Akash missile system is being used to provide unified air picture and faster automated responses. And we have more details coming in as to what really has happened on day one, or what really to expect in this exercise. Here's more.
Exercise Trishul's Phase 1 has begun, featuring cutting-edge technology and advanced military systems. The exercise will see the Indian Army, Indian Navy and the Indian Air Force operating in close coordination along the border. The exercise, taking place near Sir Creek, has rattled Pakistan. The reserved airspace for the drill extends up to 28,000 feet, marking one of the largest joint operational exercises in recent years. Troops from the Southern Command are set to play a key role in the operations, carrying out operations across diverse and challenging terrains. The exercises will include offensive maneuvers, amphibious drills, and multi-domain operations covering intelligence, surveillance, electronic warfare, and cyber capabilities. Moreover, Akash missile system will be used to provide unified air picture and faster automated responses. The exercise aims to refine integrated tactics and showcase the operational use of indigenous systems developed under India's self-reliance push. Exercise Trishul is set to demonstrate India's military prowess and readiness to respond to any threat along its western border.
Meanwhile, it's double trouble for Pakistan. On one hand, the Trishul exercise, and then you have Taliban drills as well. Tensions are peaking along the Durand line as Afghanistan, led by the Taliban, launched massive air and ground exercises just days after Pakistan's military mobilization and the threats it has in fact given out. Now, for the first time, Taliban warplanes are in action over Kandahar that signal a dangerous new phase in the region's power play.
First, Pakistan scrambled its jets. Now Afghanistan is flexing its muscles. In a dramatic escalation, the Taliban regime has launched massive air and ground drills. For the first time, Taliban warplanes are in action over Kandahar skies. And these exercises come right amid a total breakdown of peace talks with Pakistan in Istanbul. The 3-day-long operation saw the Afghan infantry wing conduct counter-terror and ground offensive drills along the Durand line. Local residents were warned not to disturb ongoing maneuvers as tanks rolled out and choppers thundered over Kandahar. This is Afghanistan's loudest show of strength yet, a direct message to Islamabad after Pakistan's threat of obliteration. The battle lines may not have been drawn yet, but the war drills have begun on both sides of the border.
Now, with just a week to go for the high-stakes battle in Bihar, political temperatures continue to soar day by day. And both the Prime Minister and Home Minister have intensified their campaign blitz, hitting out at the RJD-Congress alliance over what they call Jungle Raj. Meanwhile, Rahul Gandhi alleged that current Bihar government is being controlled remotely by the Prime Minister, that is, Nitish Kumar is a puppet. He reiterates that charge and also drags in the RSS. And the Prime Minister today took on Congress, specifically Rahul Gandhi, for the insult to him and the festival of Chhath as well. Here's more.
With just 7 days to go before the Bihar elections, the NDA is pulling out all stops in its campaign. PM Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah are crisscrossing the state, addressing rallies and speeches that are getting intense. Both of them are slamming the RJD and Congress party over Jungle Raj.
चुनाव बिहार को जंगल राज से बचाने का चुनाव है। जंगल राज
साथियों, जंगल राज के दिनों को याद करते हैं तो अंदाजा लगता है कि हालात कितने खतरनाक थे।
PM Modi slammed RJD and Congress, accusing them of perpetuating Jungle Raj, highlighting the real motives behind their declarations. PM Modi recalled a 30-year-old case of alleged rape of an IAS officer's wife.
1998 की बात है, उस दलित IAS अधिकारी की पत्नी ने राज्यपाल को, गवर्नर को चिट्ठी लिखकर खुलासा किया था कि आरजेडी के गुंडों ने कई दिनों तक उनसे बलात्कार किया था। साथियों, आरजेडी की सरकार में मुख्यमंत्री कार्यालय भी माफियाओं का कार्यालय बन गया था।
Meanwhile, Home Minister Amit Shah targeted Rahul Gandhi, criticizing him for allegedly insulting Chhath Puja.
कल राहुल बाबा आए थे, मोदी जी को अपमानित करते करते छठ मैया का अपमान किया। उन्होंने कहा छठ मैया की पूजा करने वाले नौटंकी करते हैं, नाटक करते हैं। अरे राहुल बाबा, आप क्या समझो छठ मैया का महत्व, छठ मैया के प्रति पूरे देश की श्रद्धा आप नहीं समझ पाओगे।
Shah also took a dig at Lalu Prasad, accusing him of corruption during his rule.
करोड़ों रुपए का भ्रष्टाचार करने वाले लालू, राबड़ी और कांग्रेस बिहार का भला कर सकते हैं क्या? जरा जोर से बोलो, कर सकते हैं? 20 साल हो गए नीतीश बाबू को और नरेंद्र मोदी जी को 11 साल हो गए। दोनों पर 4 आने का भ्रष्टाचार का आरोप नहीं लगा है, 4 आने का भ्रष्टाचार।
The battle for Bihar is heating up, with both sides gearing up for a fierce contest. Meanwhile, leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi criticized the Bihar government's healthcare system.
दिल्ली में ऑल इंडिया मेडिकल इंस्टीट्यूट है, बिहार के हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट से लोग वहां इलाज कराने जाते हैं। मैंने उनसे पूछा, भाई यहां क्यों आए? कहते हैं, मुझे बताया कि अगर कोई बिहार के अस्पताल में इलाज करने जाता है तो वो अस्पताल से वापस नहीं आता है, वहीं मर जाता है। बिहार के अस्पतालों में लोग जीने नहीं जाते हैं, मरने जाते हैं। ये है आपकी सरकार की सच्चाई।
He also alleged that the Bihar government is controlled remotely by PM Modi and Amit Shah, with the RSS headquarters in Nagpur pulling the strings.
दूसरी तरफ नरेंद्र मोदी खड़े हैं, जिनके हाथ में नीतीश जी का रिमोट कंट्रोल है। जौन सा बटन दबाया नरेंद्र मोदी ने, वही चैनल नीतीश जी चालू कर देंगे। तो ये मत सोचिए कि नीतीश जी सरकार चलाते हैं। सरकार नरेंद्र मोदी, अमित शाह और नागपुर चलाती।
On the other hand, Debutant Prashant Kishore's Jan Suraj campaign is gaining momentum in Bihar. He's urging voters not to fall for the quote-unquote Thagbandhan of the traditional alliances, emphasizing that the real contest is between NDA and Jan Suraj.
ठगबंधन में मत पड़िए। मैं पहले से कह रहा हूँ कि जो राजद के लोग हैं, वो बड़ा वादा कर रहा है। कोई ये नहीं पूछ रहा है कि भाई 15 साल तक आपके माँ बाप यहाँ पर मुख्यमंत्री थे, राजद की सरकार थी, तो बिहार का इतना दुर्दशा क्यों किया? इसलिए राजद को कोई वोट देने वाला नहीं है। लड़ाई जो है वो नीतीश भाजपा की एनडीए और जनसुराज के बीच में है।
The battle for Bihar is heating up, with all parties gearing up for a fierce contest.
What could reshape the global economic landscape? President of the United States Donald Trump met Chinese President Xi Jinping in South Korea's Busan. Now, the high-stakes meeting has produced what both sides are calling a breakthrough in the trade ties, with Washington, D.C. announcing significant tariff cuts on Chinese imports. Trump even confirmed that he is going to travel to Beijing next year. That signals a possible reset in US-China relations. Take a look at the highlights from the crucial meeting.
Courteous greetings and a friendly handshake. US President Donald Trump met his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping in South Korea's Busan. Marking their first in-person interaction since Trump's return to the White House, the meeting comes in the backdrop of the global tariff war.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor to be with a friend of mine, really for a long time now, if you think about it. The very, very distinguished and respected President of China. And we will be having some discussions. I think we've already agreed to a lot of things, and we'll agree to some more right now. But President Xi is a great leader of a great country, and I think we're going to have a fantastic relationship for a long period of time, and it's an honor to have you with us. Thank you very much.
The 1 hour 40 minutes long meeting was touted as great success, with major breakthroughs achieved in trade ties.
Given our different national conditions, we do not always see eye to eye with each other, and it is normal for the two leading economies of the world to have frictions now and then. And in the face of winds, waves, and challenges, you and I, at the helm of China-US relations, should stay the right course and ensure the steady sailing forward of the giant ship of China-US relations. I always believe that China's development goes hand in hand with your vision to make America great again.
Here are the key takeaways. Donald Trump agreed to cut fentanyl tariffs on China from 20% to 10% effective immediately. With China's promise to take care of the fentanyl situation, Trump said he has decided to cut overall tariffs on Chinese goods imported from the US from 57% to 47%. Also signaling a further strengthening of ties, Trump said that he will visit China in April 2026, following which his counterpart will be in Washington. Both the parties reached a breakthrough on rare earth deal, which was a major point of contention between them. Trump said that they reached a one-year extendable agreement on China's supply of crucial rare earths. At the end, the US president said that on a scale of 1 to 10, the meeting would be rated a 12.
It was an amazing meeting. He's a great leader of a very powerful, very strong country, China. But he's going to work very hard on it, precursors, and I think you're going to see some real action taken. I've agreed, as you know, I put a 20% tariff on China because of the fentanyl coming in, which is it's a big tariff. And based on his statements today, I reduced it by 10%, so it's 10% instead of 20% effective immediately. I believe he's going to work very hard to stop the death that's coming in.
And now, with the meeting over, the developments between the two superpowers will be observed closely.
And that's all we could pack in this edition of 6 Stories at 6. We'll be right back with breaking developments at 6:30.